Welcome to the Week in Focus. Will oil demand soon reach its peak? The International Energy Agency at least predicts that oil demand will decline from the end of this decade. Peak oil is thus nearer than the IEA estimated earlier. Oil demand is already declining in North America and Europe and will level off for the rest of the world in a few years. The main driver of oil demand is the transport sector, which consumes roughly two-thirds of oil. Rising efficiency of combustion engines and especially the growing share of electrical vehicles is set to dampen demand here. Rising carbon prices will make gasoline or diesel more expensive in markets like the EU, further reducing demand. However, the IEA's peak oil prediction seems to be a bit optimistic. After all, oil demand is still rising for industrial uses and in sectors like air transport. Furthermore, EV sales in major markets have recently leveled off. The market share of EVs might rise less rapidly than hoped for. Turning to the supply side of the oil market, overcapacities are currently increasing. Global production capacities are rising and new projects are coming online. Even if demand should peak a bit later than assumed, the supply situation increases the downside risk for oil prices, at least for the longer term. However, OPEC and Saudi Arabia in particular will try to stabilize the oil markets by taking capacities offline. Russia will play along since its production is set to decline given the lack of spare parts for oil production facilities due to Western sanctions. So, while we certainly do not see prices above $100 per barrel for the longer term, we also do not envisage a price collapse. Thank you.